fourth largest of the 8 cities of Scotland. The current population is approximately 148,000. It lies within the eastern central lowlands on the north bank of the Firth of Tay, which feeds into the North Sea. Under the name of Dundee City, it forms one of the 32 council areas used for local government in Scotland. It also constitutes the council area of Dundee City in the historic county of Angus. It's also a major industrial city, royal burgh, and the seaport of eastern Scotland. Despite its industrial background, the city has changed mainly for the better.
Hello, I'm John and welcome to the 4th of 10 editions of 10 largest cities outside of England, their good and bad points. My channel is John's Box, by the way. And today I'm going to feature the city of Dundee, which is 7th largest, with a population approaching 150,000. It's around 148,000. It's been a city since 1889, and it was founded around the 11th century, so about 1,000 years ago. So a really long history, actually. I'm just trying to leave this here. I'll put it sort of like here. Or maybe for now I'll put it there so you can see the Scottish flag if you're from Scotland, and especially if you're from Dundee. By the way, Dundee is one of the most furthest north cities that I'm going to feature in this series of videos. Only Inverness is further north. It's going to be about 50 miles drive from Edinburgh to the north. I think it's about 50 miles. Correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, out of curiosity, I'm going to check it on Google Maps. Edinburgh. God, I'm making this up as I go along, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah, it's 63 miles to be precise. It'll take you an hour and 20 because you have to go round across the bridge, of course, there. So yeah, it'll take you, it's 63 miles in fact. Anyway, in this edition, we're going to look at good points, and there are a lot of good points about this city, far more than I thought actually. It was really difficult to find anything bad about the city, as you'll discover. Yeah, so sit back and relax. By the way, there'll also be some fun facts on the way. Sit back and relax then and find out what the good points featured are. There are a lot more actually than I feature, and there's only 1 or 2 bad points there. So enjoy.
Today, Dundee is promoted as One City Many Discoveries in honour of Dundee's history of scientific activities and of the RRS Discovery, Robert Falcon's Scots Antarctic exploration vessel, which was built in Dundee and is now berthed at Discovery Point. Biomedical and technological industries have arisen since the 1980s, and the city now accounts for 10% of the United Kingdom's digital entertainment industry, including mobile app development and gaming. Dundee has 2 universities, the University of Dundee and Abertay University. In 2014, Dundee was recognised by the United Nations as UK's first UNESCO City for Design for its diverse contributions to fields including medical research, comics and video games. The city also boasts 2 professional football clubs, namely Dundee FC and Dundee United. There is also an airport, with operations all provided by Loganair to London Heathrow, Belfast and Sunbury. Dundee has plenty of places to see and visit, whether you are looking for a family day out, want to visit one of the annual events, or want to learn more about the city's history with its monuments and landmarks, its maritime heritage, the arrival of Jude, and the city's new scientific and design heritage. Dundee is the first design museum in the United Kingdom outside London. This international centre for design is located in the heart of Dundee's revitalised waterfront, next to the famous RRS Discovery and Discovery Point. V&A Dundee celebrates Scotland's illustrious design heritage with their fantastic and permanent Scottish design galleries, which you can visit free of charge. Dundee's food and drink scene is transforming at a dynamic pace. Contemporary restaurants and enterprising bistros sit along cool coffee houses, tasteful cafes, craft beer bars, and good food shops. Due to the city's stunning south-facing position, it has more sunshine hours than any other city in Scotland. With great walking and cycle routes along the banks of the River Tay, visit the miles of sandy beach at former fishing village, Broughty Ferry, see the dolphins, or take in some kite surfing and sailing. Whatever floats your boat. There's so much to do in Dundee and the surrounding areas. With miles of beautiful coastline and beaches located just a few miles from Dundee city centre and tranquil countryside walks and trails in the hills, and with the glens of Angus just a short drive away, visitors can look forward to experiencing the best of a contemporary cultural city, whilst also enjoying some great outdoor experiences, all in one weekend. There's so much. This space is a £5 million community project, providing a multi-purpose performance training and conference venue at Dundee and Angus College's Kingsway campus. This dramatic building is home to the Scottish School of Contemporary Dance, offering workshops, summer schools and training to a professional level, as well as performances. She's gonna blow. Oh no, she's not. The Law is Dundee's distinctive landmark, a hill, or rather an extinct volcanic plug in the heart of the city. Not many people outside the city know that it has a disused rail tunnel running through it, which everyone would love to see opened up. The spectacular views from the top of the Law are well worth the walk. Visitors tip. As Law means hill, don't say Law Hill. That's the law.
Keep me in your heart until I come to
you. Dundee is the inspiration behind Frankenstein. It's believed that Dundee inspired Mary Shelley's novel Frankenstein, published in 1818. In fact, the Dundee edition of Frankenstein was published in 2018 to celebrate the author's links to the city. When you're walking in the city centre of Dundee, you'll likely be able to bump into one of the city's most famous characters, Desperate Dan. Dan is apparently the world's strongest man, and he has been a popular comic book character since he first appeared in 1937. Just as every city has its ups, Dundee also has a similar downside, just as other cities in the UK do, such as the poor state of some of the housing estates, which come with the related crime, though many online respondents claim the city is very safe. Indeed, negatives were difficult to find online, but here is what one resident thinks is the downside of the city. Beware, you're going to hear me put on a Scottish accent. As a resident in Dundee, it's much easier for me to describe the comings and goings of the city. If you can shake off the rampant drug abusers who you'll probably inevitably see attempting to con passers-by out of their hard-earned cash, the occasional smell of dog urine after rainfall, only in certain areas, mind, and the crippling noise that comes from boy racers tearing up the street, the least police street, and blaring their music at stupid volumes at all times of the day, you'll find yourself locked into the charm of a city that's rising in the ranks and determined to put itself on the map as one of Scotland's most distinguished cities. That being said, working here is tough. Jobs aren't too plentiful unless you got boundless experience in a potential market and graduating in one of our fine universities, or have spotted a market gap that you can close with a well-presented business. If you're looking to move here and get a job, chances are you'll find it tough. At least, you'll find it tough to find anywhere working even short-term. As an employee of the illustrious Aldi, I can confirm that 2 paychecks is still not enough, even when sharing a house with 2 other people. Somehow you'll still move paycheck to paycheck, and life will be a humdrum of the usual eat, sleep, work, repeat that we all want so desperately to escape. Plus, the weather is too great, and the traffic gets real bad at rush time. Or rush hour. So all in all, is Dundee, Scotland worth visiting and living in? Certainly. Dundee has swiftly established itself as a desirable city break destination, with a broad selection of pubs and restaurants, an eclectic selection of independent shops, arts and design galleries, and a thriving music and events scene. It's a fascinating location and a must-see for everyone visiting Scotland. So, I recommend it, even though I've never been there. But I will one day, I'm sure.
So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're from Dundee particularly, please comment. If you're from Scotland, wherever you're from, if you've been to the city, if you lived there, visited it, please comment, because the best feedback and the best content, is your feedback. That's what makes the video authentic. I've never been to the city. I've been to Scotland but never to Aberdeen, and one day I'd love to visit it. I'm sure I won't be wasting my time. That's it for today. In the next edition it will be Aberdeen coming soon. Aberdeen's also about 70-80 miles to the north of Dundee. So that'll be coming soon. Thanks a lot for viewing, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.